How is everybody? I hope you're all healthy. And now, I said that I wouldn't talk about the Jay Slater case again, and I won't. I'm going to talk about two cases coming up. I'm going to split the videos. They're from overseas. I think you can probably guess which ones they are. But to sum up the case that I'm not talking about anymore, there was an inquest. I called it the Inquest 2. But it kind of wasn't, it didn't even resemble an inquest. It wasn't an investigation. I'm not going to go over old tat or detail, but I don't know quite what it was really. It was kind of Dr. Adley, with due respect, pushing what was in front of him. He didn't want to delve in. That's why it wasn't an investigation. I say it wasn't an inquest because he didn't want to delve into contradictions of the witnesses. But I won't go into it because we're not going to go into that case anymore. I will say a positive. Bradley, you turned up. Very noble of you. That was good. Well done, my friend. And your mum also turned up as well. She wasn't called as a witness, but you turned up. Is it negative if I say that you said that somebody knows about the watch and you said, Brandon knows about the watch? He did a telephone link, I believe. But yeah, just picking up on small things like ask Brandon. I don't know why. This was Bradley said, ask Brandon, I don't know why he's not here. That was about the stolen watch. I get fed up with that stolen watch business. I do know that some of the witnesses were selling things. I won't say what. Could have been watches. And also Brandon's brother. I know a bit about Brandon's brother, but I won't go into that because I'm not talking about that. So the American cases, shove that aside. But I do find it not amusing, that's not the word, but it's funny how people talk about conspiracy theorists and tar everyone with the same brush. But they're making videos now of each other. And they're making videos saying these conspiracy theorists got it all wrong, etc., etc. And they're kind of making a conspiracy of the alleged conspiracy theorists. So they're actually making not very many. I mean, I've just seen one or two. They're making videos of conspiracy theorists. So they're creating a conspiracy and getting things a bit wrong about these creators. But it doesn't matter. The American cases. I wanted to firstly talk about the young children that went missing, Jack and Lilly Sullivan. I want to create an unbiased account of what went on. It's quite simple that those children just went poof into thin air. The parents are saying that they must have been abducted. I also want to talk about the killer. Now, this one's pretty cut and dry because he has confessed, and it's been going on since 2022 when the murders of the Idaho 4 took place. Now, Bryan Kohberger has confessed, but some people are even saying that he's still innocent. Anyway, I will give you a psychological profile of Bryan Kohberger, and we'll go on that he did commit the crime because he's already confessed. But first of all, let's talk about the missing children. They're still missing. Jack and Lilly Sullivan. Get that drink ready. It could be water. If you're driving, please use hands-free and step on in and watch or listen to Al Don's reviews and true crime. we touched on this case. Nova Scotia. The two children went missing from their trailer. It was said that they were just playing in the garden. Daniel, the stepfather of the two children, and Malehya was the mother. Staying in the trailer as well was Daniel's mother, who made an account, and I'll put that video on for you. She made an account of what actually happened on that morning. You decide for yourself. Now, some people are blaming Daniel, the stepfather. One of the things that they did say that was quite suspicious was that Daniel never saw Jack that morning. He never saw Jack, but he described what he was wearing. Very detailed to a T. People are saying that that's suspicious, but then again, would he have asked Malehya? Would he have asked his mum what Jack was wearing? He also took a lie detector test. Now, we've not seen the results for this, but I would presume, and we're said not to presume things, I would presume that he passed that test. But I don't know how the questions were asked. Who hosted the test? Just seems to some people unlikely that somebody would just randomly come and abduct these children out of the garden.
So it's the morning of May 2nd. Take me through what happened.
Okay, I was up at 6 o'clock, sat in there and had my tea. And then on Facebook, 7 o'clock, I get up, come over here, fed my chickens. My brother, Ron, called me at 8:48 and asked me if I wanted to go to town with him. And I said, no. I said, I'm staying home. I said, I'm going back to bed. Okay, I went and I laid down. Next thing you know, my dog started barking and the kids were out in the yard. Now, you can see there's two swings where the kids play. My bedroom is right there. I heard the kids. This is where the kids' swings are. This is where they always played.
And so that's where
I heard them. And I can hear everything in that trailer. If two kids get out of a fence, and Jack and Lilly are all the time yelling, especially Lilly, come on, Jackie, let's go, Jackie, let's go, Jackie. It's all I hear out here. When the kids get out of the fence and come out through here, I would have heard them yelling, come on, Jackie, let's go, let's go. I didn't hear anything. The next thing I heard is I heard Daniel yelling. He was yelling for Jack and Lilly. I didn't get up because I thought he was yelling for Jack and Lilly in the house. So the next thing you know, I came out of the trailer after I heard Daniel, about, I'd say, 10 minutes after I heard him, I come out of the trailer. I opened up the door, was standing here. Malehya was standing right here with Meadow on her hip. And I come out and I said, what's up? She said, Jack and Lilly are missing. I said, how long? She said, about 20 minutes. I closed the door, got my boots on, came out here, ran up in the woods, just right up here. The kids have a little fort that they made out of sticks and fir branches, and that's where they go. You can see them and hear them. We went for walks in the woods. I had to practically carry Jack through the woods because there was no way that he was walking through all that tree falls and bushes. I did this whole area. There's an old road up back. When I got up to the top of the hill, I met Daniel. And I said to him, I said, did you find them? He said, no. He said, you coming with me? I said, no. I said, I'm going to search this area. Because when she told me the kids were missing, you automatically think they went into the woods. That was my first instinct. So I went up and I did this whole area, this whole wooded area, right up to the top of to the dirt road, came back down here and came back down the side of the road, came back down here and came back up the same spot. I went back into the house. By the time the cops were here, I don't know exactly what time. I didn't take my phone. The cops were here. There was a bench sitting here, or a sawhorse, it's over there, was sitting here. I was sitting on it, bawling my eyes out. I was crying because I blame myself for not getting up that morning to see the kids. Because if I would have got up, this would have never happened. Okay? That's why I was crying.
We've heard a lot about the patio door.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go see that.
Sure.
So this is the patio door.
This is the patio door
that Jack and Lilly would have...
that Jack and Lilly came out of.
And so tell us why we've heard about the patio door.
Because everybody's saying on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok that the patio door makes a noise. And why they didn't hear the door open. The bedroom is back there. Okay?
That far window.
The last window is the bedroom.
And so they would have come out this door.
They would have come out this
that
door.
morning.
Yes.
And then they went and played on the swing set.
Yes.
And that's when you heard them.
That's when I heard them. Right here in this area here. I plan on putting a pool up this year for the kids. You need level ground for a pool. That's what I was doing. I was leveling out the ground to set up a pool.
And this is the Thursday.
This is Thursday.
Right.
Friday, all the investigators, search and rescue and everything, right around here was where they found the only footprint.
This is where the boot...
This is where I was raking that night. That's where the boot print was found. In the mud where I was raking.
I thought there was two boot prints.
There was supposed to be a footprint found way up on the pipeline.
Right.
Malehya sent me the picture of it. That's all I know. There was a footprint found.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, the footprint was here. The only one that they can confirm that was Lilly and Jack's was right here.
So it was child size.
Yes. A man, one of the investigators came in here and was measuring it all. Mm-hmm. I'm not here to lie. The reason why I wanted you guys to come here and do the interview here is to show you exactly where everything took place. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And to show people that this is what happened. All the stuff that people, all the rumors and accusations about us murdering the kids and burying them on the property, this place has been searched thoroughly. The well has been checked, the septic tank. All the barns were searched. My RV was searched 3 times. The trailer was searched. This whole place was searched. If they want to come back and search again, they're more than welcome.
You've talked about drones flying over your property. You've talked about cars driving down the road and slowing down. What's that been like?
I'm scared to go out sometimes in my own property. I mostly stay around back here. And if I do go out front for anything, I usually have my head down because I don't want people to see who I am. That is me, myself. It's not because I'm hiding from anybody. I don't like to be on camera. I don't like my picture taken. I'm just a quiet person that just wants to be left alone, and I mind my own business. I'm just a hermit.
Do you feel as if the finger has been pointed towards you and Daniel?
Yes, I do. Because I live on the property. Come on.
Do you think your son had anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lilly?
No, I don't believe Daniel had anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lilly. Our heart don't lie, and my heart is telling me that my kid did not have nothing to do with this, and I had nothing to do with this. You know, if something bad happens, you get, like, your heart drops. Mine hasn't dropped.
The children didn't have a history of just wandering off into the woods, so why would they do it on this particular morning? And Malehya said that Daniel takes drugs. Is this irresponsible where there's children around? Apparently he takes crystal meth. there was, and this is hearsay, there are a lot of hearsays in these cases, aren't they, that he creates it, he cooks it. I don't know. Apparently he works 1 day a week. How does he fund his lifestyle? I don't know. Is he on benefits? Is he receiving money from other areas? How does he make his money? Does that matter? It could have some connection. There might have been a money motive, something going on. I don't know. You decide. Were they abducted and you had to would he be paid money for that? I don't know. Apparently Malehya has also indicated that Daniel was quite controlling. But then again, when people split up, certain things are said, perhaps as a kind of an outlet, a vendetta. Bad feeling sometimes is created when there is a break. And one party blames the other party. But what do I think? I've got to sit on the fence. I haven't got a clue on this one. It is really... part of me just doesn't believe that they would have been abducted. Jack and Lilly. Abducted. Can't see it. Just can't see it. So finding out why is going to pose really difficult, isn't it? They've analysed the phones, Daniel's phone, Malehya's phone, the phone data. The forensic team has been busy. They found certain things but nothing solid. And that's the trouble with this case. There's nothing solid yet. Will they ever find out what happened to them 2 children? It strikes a chord with many of us, many people, because adults can be quite vulnerable. But children, children and animals, they can be real. I'm not comparing the two. I know humans people trust animals sometimes more than humans, but children have got that 99% of vulnerability about them, haven't they, really? But what happened? What happened? Will we ever find out? Put down in the comments what you think, what you feel initially. Are we being too harsh on the parents, Malehya and the stepfather, Daniel? Are we being too harsh? Difficult one. Anyway, don't dwell on it too much. Just put down what you think. And thank you for liking and subscribing. These cases, they're a long way away. And a UK creator talking about these cases from abroad doesn't always attract a lot of attention or a lot of views from the viewer. But if you are watching, thank you. And when you do lay your head down tonight, don't have any nasty dreams. Thank you.